All right, now this is what it looks like when bugs take over your turnips. They start coming in, they eat just a little bit of holes in here, and then they just kind of devour it. Not sure what kind of bugs eat those, but they do tear it up pretty badly from the inside out. But you can see it continue to put on new leaves, right? And it's going pretty well. And so you got some collards there that are being eaten up by something. Same kind of thing, but yeah, I'm not really worried about it too much. You notice they're leaving the Swiss chard alone. I mean, if you see the Swiss chard here, nothing's eating it hardly. Nothing's getting on it. These turnips, I don't know what it is. There's some kind of bug here, some kind of worm, some kind of something. As you can see there, it's just devastated there. Typically, I would not want to compost this, but we could, because we've grown this over the winter, and then it kind of reseeded itself, and so we've got a kind of a bug problem here now. Weed there. The good thing is we got a good living mulch here because it's not much direct sunlight's getting down on the soil, and so that's kind of nice. But like I say, on this end, pretty much decimated. But if you look over there, those turnips there are doing pretty well. Again, but I mean, that's kind of how it goes. I mean, you're gonna deal with bugs. Bugs show up. I mean, that's what they do. So. And some people spray some stuff on it. I've got some BT there in the house, but I just I've never gotten around to mixing it up and putting it on out here. Because the truth be told, those buckets over there are producing just about all the salad greens and things that I need, especially when you combine it with going fishing for your primary source of proteins and calories and whatnot. I just don't have to have such a big garden anymore. But anyway. That's a good update on what some turnips look like when they get eaten up by bugs. They just eat up like that, and it just happens a good bit. Let me show you something else here. You may look at this and think this plant's dying, right? I don't know. Plants always seem to put their most energy into the new leaves. That's what they do. These leaves they're not gonna put so much energy there because they're lower to the ground, and they put the new leaves up. The new leaves will probably process the sunlight a lot better. The same thing for this chard here. If you notice, the newer leaves are just much greener and all that. We've had a lot of rain, and hopefully haven't washed out and too many nutrients in the soil. But that's a kind of an update on what this little 100-square-foot bed here is doing. If it's just you almost broadcast the seeds out here, and you got all that going, and hardly, as you can see, if you were to add all this up, it's a good bit of food to eat, but just haven't gotten to it before the worms did. And I find it curious that these Swiss chards are all turned beet red as opposed to the green leaves or whatnot. But I guess that happens. I've never planted them in the ground before, and looks like that's how they're turning out. So there's that, and I will talk to you guys later. Let me know how your turnips are turning out. I usually take the stalks of these turnips and the roots and feed them to my mealworms so they'll have plenty of water to eat. In fact, that's what I need to go do now. If you ever raise mealworms, let's see here. This piece of Swiss chard there. I can just take this whole leaf, right, and feed them, and that'll give them plenty of water. I'll wash it off really well. You can take some of these older leaves like that. I should have brought my knife out, but you can feed that to your mealworms. I mean, and they'll eat it. There's plenty of water in it. Mealworms like stalky kinds of things, and they like that, and that's good. So anyway, I'll check you guys later. All right, probably got another video or two to upload, and let me know what kind of turnips. These are purple top turnips. What kind of turnips do you normally grow? I'm amazed that these turnips are doing even this well in this hot Alabama South. I mean, this is not a hot weather crop. I think I've got enough of a microclimate. If you look at all the trees here, there's a lot of shadow comes in. If you can see the shadow there, there's not much sunlight here. It's a pretty shady spot, even though it's really sunny now. It gets shady, and I think it keeps it cool enough so that I can actually grow green leafy kinds of things much well on into the summer when most people just simply would not be able to do so. And and this is the other bed, so I had some more cover crop there, but anyway, there you go. I'll talk to you guys later.